action. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Tackpans. I'm filling in for the guy again tonight. Yes, I said I am Mr. Tackpans. Well, that is for tonight. I have to fill in because now he's on the other side of me. Now I can see him. He's no longer connected to my back anymore, or to my head. Did I tell you about that Matrix deal? Why am I not on YouTube? Because they keep shutting me up and shutting me down and freezing my computer, so I wanted to do it here. You ever hear of a snake? A snake? Okay, hooks. You ever use a double hook to hook something up on a cord or a rope? Okay. Have you ever folded an envelope before? Okay. Have you ever tucked something in like a gift? Like you never want it to come out? Well, that's how the snake works. There are two snakes. Okay. There's the snake of the soul that's inside our mind. Okay, those two tongues. And then in the back of our neck, right about here, like in the Matrix, there's a tuck. Well, when it tucks in, you know why when you tie the bandana behind your head and you have two ends loose? When you tie your shoes, you have two ends loose. Now what you do with the two ends, you notice what I'm saying? V. V is for life. What if I did this? Hold on a second. Here. What if I did this? That would be Roman numerals 4 or Roman numerals 6. But if I stand it next to it and lean it over, it's the letter N, because it's V and 1. That's what it is. Yes, I can make up anything I want, but what I tell you has been worked on. I'm not coming here and telling you something and guessing, and if I do guess, I'll tell you I guess, because if I guess, I guess. You see, if I send you off on the wrong road, then I'll be on the wrong road following you. If I try to attract you and I send you the wrong way, I'll be going the wrong way. Then I'll be thinking about what the right way is. And why should I go back the other way since I've already gone so far this way? Well, my friends, guess what? You can turn around whenever you want. Why didn't the chicken cross the road, my friends? See, this one I'm going to make up right now. He didn't cross the road because he was right just where he was. Barbecued. Why do I say barbecued? Because it was the old hen Beta, who is female. Beta means beta omega, which is alpha omega, the same thing, but the female side is a beta omega. And that would be, what would you say to beta omega? And God is alive, that would be green eggs and ham. Beta omega. What color is omega? What color is omega? Now, I don't know, but I'm assuming now, because of what I told you, that my mind should know that it is green. Now, if it is yellow, it's the yellow energy, okay, that's mixed in with what color that makes the green, right? You understand what I'm saying? God runs on 2 colors, 3 colors, 4 colors. I'm going to show you the independence of the United States. I'm going to show you some of the songs on the radio and why they're telling the truth and what it meant in that song, because I got it all down. The information is just flowing almost like I'm connected. So I'm going back to the snakes again. So you got the grappling hook there. You got the grappling hook there. They're like 2 jacks. 2 jacks, because they got to make hooks. Who better than Captain Hook? Jack Sparrow. Spiral Jack. Because he's coming from up there and he's going out here. It's like a chicken farm. They're feeding up the chickens on the 3rd floor. Oh, wait a second. Man's on the 2nd floor. Let me refresh you again. I do not have my cards with me. Here, I can take this one here. But if we're measuring up the height of the floors, why don't we look at it this way? All those spaces mean missing floors. Okay, so we're missing floors. You have on this card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this card is a countable card. Okay, the 9 card is an expression card. It tells the totality of everything, so it's always going to say 2 on the left, 2 on the bottom left, 2 on the top right, 2 on the bottom right, because of this right here. This is basically how the 9 card is set up. I'm going to explain that to you in a minute, but first let me finish with the snake. So these 2 snakes, they see each other, and they're electrical. Okay? And they see each other, and On the snake and the man is this. This is what the man's snake is. Okay? It's connected to this. His snake is no bigger than this. A stem cell in the middle of the head that connects all activity, all brain cell activity that go to one part. This, my friend, okay, does anybody know what it is? Look, I'm splitting it in half. Look how nice. It's almost like a brain. It's full inside. All the lines go straight, just like an electrical current going in. These are not crisscross lines, my friend. These are perfect lines, and you can see the offset color in it. What in the world is this? I don't remember. Pétangle. Pétangle in French, which means, anyways, I think they get that out of the oyster, the pearl electronic world of the one-man spirit of the angel of life, pearl. Okay, so now I'm going to get back to the picture. Oh yeah, I told you about that snake. So that little thing is connected there, and then your snake comes out, and here's your snake. It's a shrimp. Why the Jews are not allowed to eat crustaceans? Okay, what I understand is if you take a look when it's cooked, gets a little warm, you only have to get the shrimp really not too cooked. Look what color it is. Look at the orange color. Look at it, the way it's dripping down the color with the water. Because it's God's spirit, red, energy plus, and the yellow, which helps, I think, to transport, or it's yellow energy transported by the red spirit, or the yellow energy transports the red spirit. Anyways, it's the spirit that creates the beta world. And how do I know it creates the beta world? Well, go play pool. The one ball is yellow. Okay? But in horse racing and thoroughbred and standardbred, both one horses, okay, are red. Both playing the same game. So this is the shrimp and crustacean thing. The lobsters, the antennas, well, they're receptors. Okay? There's something under the ocean. The reason I think we have some tsunamis is because God has to leave that area and he goes up through the ocean and he causes a stir where he has to let something in or something. Maybe he's transforming something else, because don't forget what the salt does in the sun, eh? You know what the salt does? It dries you out. So the salt is a big thing in this world. Not too much salt, not enough salt. Take a lithium and don't take. And hey man, when I think of lithium, I think about flying high. So I'm trying to understand. Is there a high in taking too much salt? Doesn't salt create bigger bubbles in you? You can support more water. Therefore, you're supporting more water with salt that's an energy, making you a chubby and happy person. Just because of the water and the electrical current that goes through your body. So these two snakes, they hit together and they see, and see, they tighten up. Now they're attached. Okay? Like this. 4, 5, 6 on the telephone, D, E, F in the alphabet. Deaf, dumb, and blind. Because that's what it is. Without the current, okay, that pétangle in your head has nothing. It needs that energy to make this mind work. Without it, this mind doesn't work. And that's why we're sometimes epileptic and whatever else, because the connectivity in here is not on. Okay? It's all, this is the transporter. This is everything. Haven't you seen before the X in your eye? Oh my God. The X in the eye is this stick here and this stick here. This stick, okay, according to me, creates the N. I hope it has the same thing off on the screen. This stick here creates the Z. Now, like they say, the Mayans, they can count with lines like this and lines like this and this angle. Yes, because they have the code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, dash, H, I, if there's an electronic world or another world hanging around. Otherwise, H, I don't exist, and that's why in the piano, you come up with the 52 keys that are not aligned properly, starting with creation, because if creation didn't start, the H, I wouldn't exist. So it creates right in the letter C all the way up to God. It's telling about creation. First letter is C. The 3 islands. The 3 islands is delta. Okay? If you want to go back in time and history, the 3 islands are delta. Okay? It's God's triangle. It's his own single-story home. He can go to any point he wants. With one step, he goes back home. He takes one step forward and one step back, and he's back to the same place where he started. He can do that all day long. The triangle and your skin, okay? It's more like an I formation triangle. And now I'm going to explain this before I forget. I have a lot of information, a lot of new information. I don't know what's going to happen next week. I made that prediction last year, and I'm working, after finding out that I can do a certain numerology, I just want to tell you a little bit about how I think about myself. I figured out that I can do other things too. And so what I did is I started checking out my birthday, months of the year. I can tell you why there's 4 months of 30 days, 7 months of 31 days, the expression of the months, why the 1 month of February. The birthday of Beta God is February 22nd, and I bumped into a guy today that I worked with. He was born on February 22nd. God's birthday is July 7th. His anniversary was 4 years ago. July 7th, 2007, it fell on a Sabbath right on his birthday. It was the end of the cycle. Okay? Now the cycle of heaven is 7 more years. 7 for him, 1 world, and 7 for the beta world. 7 and 7. So 2007 and 7 is 2014. And it can't happen in the 9 month because 9 is not an explanation. It's a digit. 10 talks about the beta world showing the one spirit of God. It's an even number. It's 10. It's divisible. It also counts for the 2, 5, and 5s. And anyways, so in 2014, and between the 4th and the 14th, and the reason for the 4 is because the beta God, man, the angel, and all God, we all use the same 4 corners. We each got a quarter each. We use it as a whole. It became 1. Together it became 4. The 4th day of October. Why they say the first 5 days, the man say that the calendar is unlucky in the first 5 days of October is because our system runs on 360 degrees, and so does the Mayan calendar. Those 5 days are missing. They're unaccounted for. The reason they're unaccounted for is because anything that has to do with a 5 and 88 make 33. 33 is actually just 111. And because of the cross, 2 directions and 1 direction, you all multiply it by 3. You get 333. If you multiply it by 4, you get 444. Okay, the 4 sides. Now count each individual suit as if it was 1 itself. So that 444 times 4 becomes 1776. 16 years later, Spirit of man is created. We now go 222 years. Why? Because for 111 of the east-west world and 111 of the north-south world makes 222. Now 222, okay, times the 7 times the 8 worlds. The 8 worlds, because just count these 2 on the 3. You see, here's all of them. Don't count this one. This is a passage. Although this is a world, we can never go here or here. This is 88. 8 of 8. He's made 8 of 8. I made 8 of 8. 16. 1 and 6 equals 7. We get freedom on 88. 8 plus 8. 8 times 8 is 64. The stop sign world. 6 and 4 is 10. Okay? 10 and 64 is 74. Jesus Christ, the number. We get 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7, and that's man's passage right down here to the freedom. Okay? And this freedom, okay, is the 2 world of God. God is A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Why is he upside down? Because I keep holding beta world the other way. Okay? There's a lot more. So now if you look at your playing cards, the king only has 7 eyes. And the reason the king has 7 eyes is because he owns all the odd numbers. Okay? And what are the odd numbers? Okay? He owns this, not this one, he owns this one here. This one is a 5-position odd. This is an 8 and an 8. As you see, it's marked. He owns this. Okay, 1 here, and the 4 corners. Okay, 1 here in the 4 corners is 6. Excuse me. Wow, how did I mess up like this? The 4 corners are God's eyes, okay? And God's everything in the center, because he's both female and male. You forget about everything else. He's female and male right here in the center. And especially here, because this in roulette is 17 and 20, okay? In full, it would be the red ball. In roulette, the 20 is the black number. This is the split of the 2 18s, creating the 1, 1, 1. Because 16, 19 go here, 17, 20 go here, and 18 and 21 go here. Add them up, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Answer, 1, 1, 1. Again, 1, 1, 1. Here's the V. Here's the Y. There's a Y upside down and a Y upside right. Okay? In all actuality, I should have been making an X through both of them. But in all situations, because of the length of this, it would still look like that. Now I want you to look at something a little bit different. They're all eyes. Don't you see the Chinese eyes? All those Chinese eyes in there? Those are all eyes. So if you want to know about the eyes in cards, well, you know over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's beta's angle. Okay, now man's angle is 1, 2, and the 4 corners of God, because they overlap. 2 and 3, and the corner there is 4, plus is 2. He's got 6 eyes. That's why the jacks have 6 eyes. There's just so much. I mean, basically God has got like a sort of magic box, and this is what it is. And he has dots. Do you know what a dot is? The dot is that black eye. Because when I told you about the grappling snakes that stuck, because they flip out, there's a tail. Like a raccoon, there's a tail behind here. It's tucked in. Isn't it tucked in through the spinal cord? How many connections are there? 2, 3? Tell me how many connections there are, because I'll figure it out. It's all in the same program. It's not that hard. So it comes in, and the snakes, they tie up, and now you got an X in your vision through the black in your eye. You can't see through nothing in there. It's sucking. They say the black hole sucks. Does that mean your eye sucks? Jesus, I suck. I suck because he's the black hole in there. The 2 snakes, they either became like this, or they went together like this, creating your vision. 1 passing in, 1 passing out. They come together. You both get the reaction, action, reaction. You see, 1 is red, 1 is blue. It goes up there, comes back as the spirit and tells you what it is. We're all programmed. If you can get in here and pull that piece out that it's connected to the scallop. It's a scallop. That's what it is. S-C-A-L. Spirit connection. Life on life. So you're connecting 2 parts of life, the angel life and the human birth life. Scallop. Is it double L? Oh my God, my video, what happened? No.